Hey Taurus, I'm Jamie with Southeastern Soul Tribe. Here finally with your reading. It's been a busy couple of days. I am taking a new certification class that is going to further my career, and I have been very preoccupied, and I will be from now for the next probably 4 weeks, the rest of this week, and 3 more. So you may see a little change in the way that I post things, but just hang in there. I'm going to keep up one way or the other. But you guys send out that good energy. It'd be great if you did, so that I can continue to make good grades. Yesterday, well, this morning, I got my grades back on my first two tests, and I averaged like an 89. So it's been a while since I was in school. So you guys send some good vibes up there for me. But anyway, if you don't know me, I'm Jamie with Southeastern Soul Tribe, and I've been around for a little while. I'm starting to grow, and if you guys need a personal read, I am working those in too. They're $35. They'd be much appreciated. If you are needing some more personal information, I try to get those at a good solid hour for you right now. So I got thank you to all those who keep coming back, and your support. It means so much to me. If you haven't already liked, shared, and subscribed to Southeastern Soul Tribe, make sure you become part of the tribe and join us in this journey on spiritual healing and to heal our relationships and our lives. I'm not perfect, but I'm on a journey too. But I can tell you from things that I've been through and through what the cards say and what the energy says, and that really will help you in the long run. To those who already let me know that I've been of help to them, what a blessing it is to hear that from you. So I'm wondering now for our Taurus collective, what's been going on for you guys? And what do we need to know about their relationship energy and how they can grow in that sector, whatever relationship you're dealing with today? Keep in mind, if you're cross-watching, energies can reverse. Anybody can embody any energy at any time. If you are watching as a cross-watcher, I'm finding myself needing to say this because a lot of people want to watch these things for the sake of finding out what somebody else is doing, and that could be reversed energy. All right, just beware. You never know. But let's see what's going on. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. What does Taurus need to know today? Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides for Taurus. It's the first chakra, but it came in the reverse, guys, and that's a number 8. So you might be working on something that means a lot to you. Let's see. What else? Uh-huh. And the 5th chakra, this is the throat chakra, and it's coming in reverse too. That breaks down to a number 3. Third party energy could be here. You may be dealing with more than one person. It may be a group of 3. Keep in mind, it could, when I say third party energy, I'm finding myself having to repeat this, guys. Third party is not necessarily another individual. Did you know in a 2-party relationship, a third party can be somebody who should be paying attention in the relationship according to the relationship standards, and they're paying more attention to their work or whatever other hobbies that they have, and there's an imbalance. And you may also trying to get balance of that, but it's in the reverse. So somebody's not talking to somebody about something that's deep-seated. All right? What else for Taurus? And this could be you or them. All right? Throat chakra is about, and this is Gemini season. Oh my gosh, the angels are all over this message. This one's in the upright though, guys. This is the first time that I remember pulling these cards, and for a single sign, that I get this much archangel energy on the deck. Okay? You, all three of your cards, past, present, and future, are all sitting here with archangels. So you may be doing a lot of balancing work right now or trying to get it. It's first, fifth, and fourth chakra. This is the heart center. I'm pretty sure Archangel Raphael, we need to find out about that. You guys know how I'm about these archangel things. Now, don't know where my reading glasses are at the moment. I think they might be in the car. When I put on these glasses, please do not laugh at me. If those of you are old enough, you'll know this is going to look like Sally Jesse Raphael. But I got to be able to see what I'm reading. So please, don't laugh at me with these red glasses. All right. The 53 card in the reverse is the first chakra. I don't often have to read more than one of these, but I'm not going to read the whole thing. But, hold on. 35. I got that backwards. It's the 35. That card is about stability and security. So in the recent past, you may have felt like your security and stability was compromised. So you may be facing some significant challenges and even very difficult emotions at this time, Taurus. Your first chakra might be blocked, revealing potential fears about your safety, feelings of insecurity, or even depression. This may come around financial worry, and sometimes desperation. Issues of instability can shake you to your very core. So it's going to be important to get the energy moving freely through the chakra once again. So that's something you were working on in the past. Now let's look at this fifth chakra, this 39. I also already know that's about communication. And it's right now, this energy. And this is coming up because, number one, like I said, it's Gemini season. It's Mercury. And this is about self-expression and speaking your truth. All right? We just talked about this today. I'll talk about this with someone today. About the forms of communication. You know, you can communicate in more ways than just words. You communicate with your body language. You communicate with the tone of your voice. You communicate with, the way you walk into a room. You communicate with words. And there's a big difference if I say, I'm going to need us to have a conversation later about something that concerns me. That's a lot different than saying, dude, I need to talk to you. You see what I'm saying? So this is about the fifth chakra being in reverse. And this says that this indicates that there are blocks in the throat center. Okay? Something in your history may have caused you to shut down. And I'll tell you right now, if you're anything like I was, I experienced a time period in my life where I felt like my throat chakra was blocked about everything. Because everything that I ever admitted, said, or anything, there were repercussions for the emotions that I held in or around any of those things. And it has been a huge challenge for me, even as a Gemini moon, for me to be able to be upfront and honest and clear about my intentions and use my words effectively to where they weren't threatening. I remember review after review in banking and finance, and my old boss used to, the one thing that would be on every one of my reviews is, Jamie, you need to learn how to use your soft skills. Because I would go in there like a bat out of Hades. I mean, just a bull in a china shop. And and it's still a challenge sometimes. I'm not going to lie about that. But if you completely shut down, well, you can feel some type of way all the time. And then you can get offended because that's what leads, exactly what leads to doing passive-aggressive actions. Doing things slidey so you don't have to talk about it and hoping they get the hint. And that's a problem. This is a fear of self-expression. When this card indicates physical throat problems, So if your throat's bothering you, get it checked. But if it's not that, then you may be blocking communication with somebody. You may be in shutdown mode or something like that. It is a control tactic, but it comes from a place of fear because somebody has made you pay for your opinions, feelings, emotions, or something like that in the past, and there's been negative repercussions. So that will also come with attachments. So you end up not expressing because you fear what's going to happen if you do, either physically, emotionally, or all of that. Okay? And so the physical trouble may be connected to a blocked energy in the chakra, so it's all important to work on clearing the energy in the center involved. Okay, clearing that energy. Now, when we talk about chakras, you can go, hum la, 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 whatever, get yourself centered. I'm not making fun of meditation at all. What I'm saying is you can do that all day long, but until you get to the center of why it is that you're not able to be expressive with things that you feel and think and all that stuff, then you're going to continue to do so out of fear. The trick is that when you do that and you recognize it, then you can't unsee it. And then you change the behavior. Because if you don't, then you keep doing the same thing over and over again. And you might do it with a different human, but you're going to get the same result. The reactions might be a little bit different, but I guarantee you it's going to end up the same way. So keep hitting the button until you change the behavior. So then the number 38 card, which is in the upright, thankfully. Now let's see what it says. This is about love, compassion, and self-acceptance. This is where you're headed, okay? This is coming up in the near future, Taurus. This is actually completing that cycle and then getting the new opportunity. So when the new opportunity comes in, which is only going to happen in this moment, you may be triggered right now with things that are causing you to have to speak up. Or it's coming to a boiling point. That's what will happen. All right. And this one being in the upright is, it indicates that you are about to have the greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. Because if you can't communicate effectively about your emotions and things like that, then you can't really be intimate enough to love somebody fully. All right. So let's see where the tarot takes us according to these. I feel like this is a very important message. This is the first time while I've been on YouTube that 3 archangel cards have come out for one sign reading, period. So this is very important, Taurus. And that's why that I spend a little more time on it than what I normally spend on my energy oracle cards. So let's see what's going on with the Light Seers Tarot deck in regards to our Taurus collective. Please excuse my hair. I haven't even done much with it today. Leaving early enough to go to class and everything else I have to do in a day. I figure y'all don't care. So many people, some of these people get on YouTube and they're just like, everything's got to be pristine. I got to where I'm just like, I do the best I can because I'm a human and y'all are too. We're all just doing this life side by side. We're facing one another, right? But we're all connected. Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides for Taurus, highest good in their relationship, situation, whatever that might be, most on the Taurus's mind that I'm connecting with today. What does Taurus need to know about what's going on for their highest good for our Taurus collective? Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides. What's at the base of this for Taurus? Justice. Balancing act or dealing with a Libra. Trying to get balance. I'd say. What's crossing for Taurus? Goodness gracious, for Taurus. Leo energy, the sun, complete happiness. Also an issue with resting. This is also a situation where some people say resting on your laurels, but it's also a space of laying down the sword and resting upon the next move that we make. We're trying to look at happiness, or we're dealing with a Leo, or we're also dealing with a Libra, or we're just trying to gain self-confidence about what it's going to take to balance a situation out. Show me the recent past for our Taurus energy. For Taurus. Well, we didn't feel very supported. We weren't really celebrating anything. Curious about that. What was the issue here with the Six of Wands? Somebody didn't take a leap of faith. Could have been dealing with Gemini energy. There's Aries, Taurus, or Libra. The wife, the mother, the Empress in the reverse. And somebody not giving a damn. Somebody in this scenario did not give a damn. They didn't care what it looked like in public. There wasn't a lot of support from the public sector, the friends around us, the people that were in the vicinity. Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Aries energy, but someone who had all the ability to develop new things, create, and things like that. Either refusal of doing so or unable to do so in some way. And it feels like coming from a place of, frankly, my dear, I just don't give a damn energy. Okay? Somebody was afraid to take a leap of faith here for fear of not being supported, quite possibly in the past. So, yes. All right. Let's move along, since that was the past. And now we sit in justice energy, trying to gain balance, trying to gain our self-confidence, and resting just a little while and paying close attention to what we've laid down and maybe trying to figure out what our next move is going to be. Tell me what we're dealing with in hopes and dreams. That took a minute. I'm hearing recent thoughts and dreams in this Four of Swords energy. Removing a blindfold here while we look at something that we used to take a lot of time doing and trying to speed up the process, or we're not really planning right now, we're thinking about it. We're thinking about speeding things up. We know, this is the full-on knowing that there was a decision to be made and a blindness that we chose here. Either you or them. What's our fear? We're terrified of that ace. We're terrified for something to end here and then bring on a new tangible opportunity. What on earth would make us fear new things? Coming up in the near future, what does Taurus not see? The Wheel of Fortune turns. You cannot stop the Wheel of Fortune. In the Rider-Waite Tarot, the Wheel of Fortune is turning. And the Capricorn, the goat, is down on the bottom of it trying to stop that wheel from going. But you cannot stop the Wheel of Fortune. In this depiction, she's standing on top of it with a completed cycle. And this is throwing her off the wheel because of the way it's going. So either you or the other person in this scenario is getting thrown off the wheel as they're trying to sneak away in the middle of the night and changing their mind. Does that mean they're physically trying to sneak away in the middle of the night? No. But there were secrets. There was knowledge that was not shared. And still not in the near future as the wheel turns. Okay? Because the wheel is turning. It's either bringing justice to the situation. For justice to happen in a situation like this, it could work out good for both. Or it could teeter-totter in one direction or another. I have a feeling it's going to do that because of the Wheel of Fortune being here in the reverse. Somebody's terrified of that turn. And this is a Taurus reading. It's possible that it doesn't go fully in your favor. But whatever happens will be a balanced situation. It will bring justice. We may feel like we have balance and justice now, and then the wheel turns the other direction. Not sure. You'll have to tell me how that turns out, or what's going on for you if you so feel like it. What's an outside influence to this situation, Spirit? Definitely going to need some advice for Taurus here. All right. Here's Aries, Leo, or Sag. Feminine energy. This is sexy. She is a sexy, sexy woman. She seems to be facing this resting energy. She's also celebrating in the direction of Leo. Looking at the sun, she is, but in the background, or someone else, is in the Four of Cups. Gee, I wish I could be over there doing that. But here I sit, all brokenhearted. I won't say the rest of that part that rhymes. If you're from the South, you can complete that sentence on your own. However, yeah, that's a dual energy there. This is, gee, I'm sad, and gee, I'm happy as a pig in slop. We all know how much pigs like slop. If you don't, I'm the first to tell you. They love it. All right, what's the near outcome or potential outcome with this scenario happening for Taurus? Nine of Wands. Okay. So we get the 10 up here in reverse, which takes us back to the 9. It's going to leave us in a position where we're about to have a relationship on a repeat if we're not careful. Because here we are holding the light of hope with these 9 wands in front of us, but there's one more to grow on. So what are we missing out on here? Yes, this is a victory lap, but not quite done yet. What else for Taurus? Thank you. All right. So, completing this cycle for Taurus here is going to take intuition. We're going to have to follow our intuition on this. And we are in the near future. It's just you're going to find yourself in this place with your 9th wand looking at this saying, this doesn't feel right. Something here doesn't feel done. Unfinished business almost. And then here it's going to come. Shh. See that? That's your other wand. These two together makes a 10. Now, preferably, we would get the 10 of wands, which means we might be carrying that burden on us a little bit, but we already know what we're carrying. This is in the middle of the cycle, and we can feel something coming here, but we don't quite know what it is. And the reason I say that is because the Tower hits right past that, and the Pisces energy is in reverse. This means our intuition is pinging us, and we're smack dab in the middle of that last cycle, and we're shutting it down. We're not looking at it, but the Tower's coming anyway. So for Taurus, like I said, this is a very, very epic time for you. This is probably kind of hard for you. We're in the middle of Gemini season. Yes, you're being pushed and pressured here into utilizing that throat chakra. That's the healing place that you're at right now. And whether you realize it or not, this process is actually going to take you into a place where you can be more loving and more open in the future if you embrace this new wand. It may require the growth anyway, because the Tower and the Wheel is here. The Wheel's in reverse, and Justice. Justice, Wheel in reverse, and Tower. And then we're like, la 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 la. I can feel it, but I'm not going to look at it. Or you're dealing with a Pisces who is acting out. In the near future, I see broken commitments because we're still juggling something. And if you're not dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo energy feminine, they're in the reverse. They may not be able to produce, and they may not be able to stand on their own 2 feet right now. They are not going to throw their hands in the air like they just don't care anymore, but they're not able to manifest right now either. And here's this 10 of Wands, but it's in the reverse. So this is stuck energy here. So what we need to do is get some advice on how we can unstick this so we can have movement forward. You may be sitting there trying to put your brakes on, Taurus. Probably are, if right now the energy is this throat chakra being in reverse. I can tell you now that the advice is going to be to use your words. Use your communication skills. If you don't, it's you either move or be dragged is how this works. Either you or them. Okay, now I'm not pointing my fingers. Don't y'all get mad at me right now, because I keep saying you. I'm just saying someone here needs to do that. Now, you put the pegs in the holes they belong. There's millions of you out here listening to me. Please don't get mad at me. I don't know you. I don't have an opinion of you. I'm trying to help you, though. You or them, or for you to pass along the message. I mean, maybe you're here and you're watching and you're like, this doesn't resonate with me. Well, then you're not the Taurus this belongs to. But there's a reason why you're watching it. Maybe you know somebody who's dealing with this. Maybe you're supposed to share my video with them. I hope so. You know, I hope that you're not the one with a blocked throat chakra, because I would like to hope that these are enlightened individuals that are watching these videos, and that you guys are open to a coaching session coming from Spirit, using me as a conduit. I am very thankful to be used, but it is a curse and a blessing at the same time. If anybody tells you opposite, they're lying. Spirit's asking you to look at the cups that are in front of you. Look at the opportunities that you have. There's one coming straight from the ethers that you are ignoring, or they are. Okay? Someone here is not paying attention to the opportunities that are on the table. It's a self-loathing energy. It's a 4. There's a 4 here. You know, we keep seeing these 4s, 5s, and turning our 10s inside out here. And it's pushing back on the energy and not going with the flow. When there's an ace sitting here, we got an ace sitting here, and then we're over here, reverse Terry. La 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 la. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to see. I don't want to know. Any other advice for Taurus? If there are third parties, It's time to focus on what's at hand and cut out the extra stuff right now. I used to have this friend that I worked with, and her name was Frances, and she's a little. We used to kid her all the time because she's a little ADHD, and we'd say, "Focus, Frances," and she'd tell herself, "Focus, Frances." So focus, Frances, right now, um, on one thing at a time. Channel that energy into one space. Focus on working on your communication skills. Focus on letting go of the fear that you might have around communicating whatever it is that needs to be communicated to help this move along. Because if you want growth, we're not meant to stay stagnant. Justice will be had, the wheel will turn, and the tower will happen. And you can either try to drive with the parking brake on, or you can just roll with it. Believe that, I mean, if you're here, you believe in a power higher than yourself, hopefully, that you can take your power back and change the dynamic to this. You don't have to let shit roll downhill, you know. You can get on the ride, keep your hands, feet, and other objects in the ride, and trust that you're protected. But you also were given the right of free will and communication. You know, if you don't utilize your words and your the ability to communicate effectively in order to evolve in your relationships, both at work, in your life, in your love, in your family, then you're liable to lose the ability to do all those things. You don't want that to happen. That's another thing that I mean by, you know, either get your hands, feet, and other objects in the ride and take the ride, or throw the parking brake on and just bounce all over the damn place, all the way down the hill. You might even hit a tree because you tried to control it. You know what I mean? That's the dynamic that happens. You or them, you know, put this where it belongs. Anything else for Taurus? If you feel betrayed, okay, and you have feel betrayed, it's time to look at that. You know, it's time to pull these swords out of your back. You might be dealing, if the person that you're dealing with, if it is another human, or they, whatever, or if you've harmed someone, recognize it, own it, but understand that you can't take back things that you've done. Apologies and changed behavior is what goes the furthest. That's boots on the ground. I say it all the time. And that's what's being recommended here. Look at it. Pull the swords out of your back. Be surprised what communication can do for that too. So that you can release. Because that 10's in the reverse again here. And at the bottom of the deck, Scorpio energy. This is allowing the old stuff to die so you can have the new. Transformation is at hand. You can utilize the Gemini energy to heal that throat chakra. Go ahead and communicate effectively the words, the actions, the things that need to be communicated, whether verbally, written, or whatever it is that you need to do to create movement here so that the stagnancy can move along. Because you're gonna have to lift that parking brake up, guys. You or somebody else here will have to, because that's what's holding you up here. Allowing that scorpionic energy to come in. Yes, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. I promise you this: if you keep pushing back on this, God will send you a Scorpio. They'll come in human form, and as soon as they touch you, you will never be the same. Especially if they got a lot of it. I'm not lying. I am a living witness to that. I have nothing against Scorpios. Scorpios are blessings. They're life changers. Some of them don't even know it. But if you want to recharge, they'll give you one way or the other, or you can choose to take the ride. You or the person you're dealing with needs to go ahead and face the music. If you have been non-committal, this guy's a real fun Saturday night, but a lonely Sunday morning. That's been a block to the rebirth cycle that's needed here. And I guarantee you, if you are being non-committal, or if somebody else is, you're going to run smack dab into that Scorpio. One way or the other, transformation will be at hand. Been seeing a lot of butterflies lately. Thank God I'm not a Taurus. So this new opportunity that's coming in here and I'm going to say this is going to be by wintertime, okay? That can either feel like a blessing or a curse. And it may come in a very non-committal form, and it could be a Scorpio. That'll be your choice. Remember, tarot does not dictate the future. You do. Your free will can change anything. And the sun comes up in the upright, and then we begin to work on decisions being made. We're in a singular energy, trying to get to a calmer water. Yep. So we've got to change this. We're coming back around to the same cards in this deck. So I'm not going to go any further with that. That's as much as Spirit wants us to know, Taurus. So I do recommend working on that throat chakra energy. If you're not communicating the things that are necessary right now, I urge you to do so. Okay? I hope that this helped. I hope it wasn't too hard. Please don't get mad at me. Don't unsubscribe. In fact, I hope this grows the channel. I'm trying to. Just because this is where my heart and my passion is, to help people. And this is the only way I can reach the most people. And if I've helped you, please share, like, and subscribe. And ring that notification bell so you know when I post new readings. I try to do shorts every day and a good long, solid reading for every sign. And I just keep going around the zodiac. And time marches on. Time marches on. Anyway, until next time, Taurus, much love and light to you. Mwah.